Today, we gather our thoughts not in celebration of a victory, but in solemn remembrance of a true champion. We honor the life of Shaun Martinez. He was a warrior in the ring and a gentleman outside of it. His spirit was as bright as the lights he fought under. His smile could disarm you faster than his jab. Shaun wasn't just a boxer, he was a beacon of hope, a symbol of what dedication and heart can achieve. He showed us that greatness isn't just about winning titles, it's about how you carry yourself, how you lift others up, and the legacy you leave behind. Shaun Martinez was a name that echoed with power and grace. As the World Championship Boxing Flyweight Champion, he reached the pinnacle of our sport. But his journey started long before he ever stepped into that championship ring. It began on the humble streets of San Antonio, Texas. It's a story that inspires us all. It reminds us that every champion was once a contender who refused to give up. Shaun Martinez was born and raised in the vibrant, hard-working community of San Antonio, Texas. From a young age, you could see the fire in his eyes. His roots ran deep, a proud blend of his Puerto Rican heritage and his Texan upbringing. This duality gave him a unique strength. He had the fiery passion of his island ancestors and the rugged determination of a Texan. His father, Fausto Martinez Jalisco, saw that spark early on. He knew his son was destined for something special, something great. Fausto, a former amateur boxer himself, became Shaun's first coach. He started training him when Shaun was just 8 years old. It wasn't just about teaching him to throw a punch, it was about discipline, respect, and character. Shaun had a deep love for football. He loved the teamwork, the strategy, and the raw physicality of the game. But there was another calling, one that spoke to him on a more personal level. It was the sweet science of boxing. The gym became his second home. The smell of leather and sweat was the air he breathed. These early lessons laid the foundation for the champion Shaun would one day become. They were building more than a fighter. They were building a man. Ultimately, the solitary challenge of boxing, the one-on-one test of will, won him over completely. He chose his path. Shaun's high school years were a showcase of his incredible athletic talent. He was a star on the Jefferson High School football team. He led his team to 2 district championships, a hero under the Friday night lights. But even as he was catching touchdowns, his heart was still in the ring. He continued his boxing training with relentless intensity. After high school, he earned an athletic scholarship to the University of Texas at San Antonio. He played football for the UTSA Roadrunners for 2 seasons. He was a fan favorite, known for his explosive plays and his infectious energy. He was winning amateur boxing tournaments during the offseason, quietly building a reputation as a formidable pugilist. The turning point came during his sophomore year of college, after a particularly tough loss on the football field. He spent the night shadowboxing in his dorm room. He realized that while he loved his team, his ultimate destiny was a solitary one. He made the difficult decision to leave the football team and his scholarship behind. He decided to focus entirely on his boxing career. It was a huge risk, a gamble on himself. But Shaun Martinez was never one to back down from a challenge. With his focus now singular, his skills in the ring sharpened at an incredible pace. He tore through the amateur circuit. He had paid his dues, and now the professional world was waiting for him. The dream was becoming a reality. Shaun Martinez made his professional debut with the newly formed World Championship Boxing League. The WCB was looking for its first star. His first fight was the main event of WCB 1, a night that would go down in history. He was matched against the tough and experienced Japanese fighter, Kazuo Yoshida. The world was watching. The fight against Yoshida was a masterpiece. For 6 electrifying rounds, the 2 warriors traded blows. Yoshida was relentless, always pressing forward. But Shaun was simply on another level. In the 7th round, he saw his opening. He unleashed a blistering 3-punch combination that sent Yoshida to the canvas. Shaun Martinez had won his professional debut by knockout. The crowd erupted. A star was born. That victory was just the beginning of a legendary run. Shaun remained undefeated for his entire career, compiling a perfect professional record of 28 wins, 0 losses, 22 knockouts. His dominance in the flyweight division was absolute. He captured the WCB Flyweight Championship in just his 10th professional fight. He sold out arenas in Las Vegas, Madison Square Garden, Hiram Bithorn Stadium, Puerto Rico. He never ducked a challenge. Shaun Martinez wasn't just a champion, he was the face of the WCB, the king of the flyweights, a true boxing superstar. For all his success inside the ring, Shaun's greatest impact was felt outside of it. He never forgot where he came from. He had a special connection with his fans. After every fight, he would spend hours signing autographs, taking pictures, making them feel seen. His love for his family was the core of his being. He was a devoted son to his father, Fausto, his mother. Shaun was also incredibly proud of his Puerto Rican heritage. He wore the flag on his shorts in every fight. He made frequent trips to Puerto Rico, not just for vacation, but to connect with his roots. He held free boxing clinics for underprivileged kids in San Juan Ponce. He wanted to give them the same hope and opportunity that the sport had given him. His character was defined by generosity and compassion. He secretly paid for a young fan's medical bills. He donated a significant portion of his fight purses to local charities in San Antonio and Puerto Rico. He never sought attention for these acts of kindness. He did them because it was the right thing to do. He believed that being a champion meant more than holding a belt. It meant being a champion for the people. Shaun Martinez fought for glory, but he lived for others. That is the true measure of the man he was. In November 2028, Shaun Martinez was in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico, surrounded by friends. The city was alive with laughter and warmth, and Shaun was at the heart of it all. The night was filled with stories, music, and the easy camaraderie of lifelong friendships. Shaun's smile lit up the room, his laughter echoing through the city streets. But in an instant, everything changed. Shaun suddenly shook and collapsed, leaving his friends in shock and disbelief. Paramedics arrived quickly, rushing Shaun to the hospital as his friends and family followed, desperate and afraid. In the intensive care unit, doctors did everything they could. For 4 days, loved ones waited and hoped, gathered in silent prayer and anxious vigil. Despite every effort, Shaun Martinez passed away, leaving a void that words cannot fill. The shock and grief were overwhelming. His friends and family mourned the sudden loss of a beloved son, friend, and champion. Shaun's legacy endures in every heart he touched.
The loss of Shaun Martinez has left a void that can never be filled. His father, Fausto Martinez Jalisco, the man who shaped him, shared his heartbreak. He was my son, he was my champion, he was my best friend. I taught him how to fight, but he taught me how to live. He had the heart of a lion right to the very end. I'm so proud of the man he became. My son is a hero, my hero.
His friend and fellow boxer, Nicolas Espinoza, remembered their time together. Shaun was a special breed. In the ring, he was a killer, the best I ever saw. But outside, he was the kindest soul. He pushed me to be a better fighter and a better man.
He never changed. All the belts, all the money. He was still the same Shaun I grew up with. He was my brother. I'll miss his laugh most of all.
His girlfriend, Susan Nunez, who owes her life to his bravery, offered a deeply personal farewell. He was my protector, my everything. His last act was to save me. I will live my life for both of us now. I will honor his memory by living with the same love and courage he showed every day, especially in his final moments. He is my forever hero, my angel.
I, Jack Portsworth, founder of the WCB, wish to add my own voice to this chorus of remembrance. Shaun Martinez was the soul of this organization. He was our first champion, our brightest star. He carried the WCB on his back and lifted us to heights we only dreamed of. But more than that, he was a young man of impeccable character. His legacy will not be defined by his undefeated record, but by the lives he touched, the hope he inspired, and the heroic sacrifice he made. Shaun, you are gone, but you will never be forgotten. Your spirit will forever be the heartbeat of the World Championship Boxing. Rest in peace, champ. You've earned it.